everybody. I had to come in and do a quick late night live because I wanted to update you guys on some breaking news regarding Takeoff's alleged killer. Okay, but before I do that, I just want to tell you guys welcome to my channel. Also, don't forget the thumbs up, to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Also, leave a comment. Check out my other videos as well, guys. And thank you to everybody who's watching in the bushes and whomever come in this chat. It's kind of late on the East Coast, so nobody probably won't come in. But if anybody does, welcome to Shay's Tube, okay? So I just got this information in a few minutes ago, and I just had to come out here to tell you guys. Usually, if I do one video, I don't do another one, but I'm doing it tonight because I wanted to let you guys know. Let me let you guys hear this video first, okay? Let me start this camera. Let me get out of the camera. Y'all hear this? Wait, let's see what comes. Let's see. It's got the. Wait, they got the damn.
Patrick Clark, the man accused of killing rapper Takeoff in Houston, posted his $1 million bond. His defense team tried to have it lowered, saying that he would not be able to come up with the cash to get out, but apparently he was able to do just that tonight. Clark maintains his innocence. He is due to appear in court again in March. We will be gathering reaction to this major development overnight, so be sure to join us tomorrow morning for the latest.
Yeah, that's a hot mess. Let me go ahead and read this little article regarding that. Okay. Wait, to stop this little thing. Okay, so it says the man accused in the murder of Migos rapper Takeoff is out on a $1 million bond. Records show Patrick Clark made bond on Wednesday night, that is. Okay. This comes after Clark's defense team had tried to have his bond lowered, saying he could not come up with the cash to get out. Nick Kara Ball, known professionally as Takeoff, was shot to death in the early morning hours of November the 1st outside a bowling alley in downtown Houston. Police said he was in a crowd of people and an innocent bystander near an argument over a dice game. While Clark maintains his innocence, detectives said he had a gun in one hand and a wine bottle in another when he was caught on camera firing his weapon. Those bullets allegedly struck Takeoff. Clark is due to appear in court again in March. Okay. So I just want to know, do you guys think, put my music on in the background, do you guys think he actually did that? Let me see. Let me see who's in this. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? I know, because he was like, let me put this up here, because he was just saying that before that he didn't have enough money when the bill was higher. So I wonder, I'm actually wondering how he came up with that money too. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I'm surprised they even gave him bail, period. It's very strange. Very strange. So do you think he actually did it? That's what I'm asking you guys. I don't know, because when I remember when we were looking at the video, all of the videos, I thought we saw him there, and I was saying that he had a gun and all this other stuff. Me and my daughters were saying the same thing. So I don't know, but I'm just saying, when somebody's accused of murder, I just don't feel like they should have a bail. Period. They should not have they shouldn't be bailed out. They shouldn't have a bond or anything else. That's what I feel. I think he did do it since he's caught on the footage. That's what I said. Because even before they came out and said that they think he did it, I'm telling you, when I saw the video and I saw him there, I think that was him. We pointed him out. Let me see. Yeah, it was. I saw it too. I saw the entire video, I believe, and everything, like before they started removing it and stuff. It was very, like you said, it was very horrible. But well, I wonder, why did he shoot though? Why did he shoot Takeoff? Well, Takeoff was shot accidentally. So he was trying to shoot who? Quavo? But I just think it's ridiculous. They let him, like I said, giving somebody a bail, and then he goes back to court on in March. Wow, that's let me see what people on Twitter is saying about this. This is crazy. Okay, very strange. Let me go back and see what they saying on Twitter about this. Let me go to Twitter because I want to see what everybody said. And this was about an hour ago too. Let me see. Let's see what these people on Twitter are saying about this entire thing because I think it's really crazy. I don't think when you are accused of murder, whether you did it or not, I mean for real, until they actually, especially if they got proof and it looks like you did it, I really don't think they should give people bonds or anything. I mean, bails. I don't think they should be allow people to get out of jail like that. I don't know. Let me go here and see what these people saying. I don't see anything. Let me see. Let me search my thing on here. Let's see. Takeoff killer. Let's see. Takeoff killer, alleged killer. This is allegedly released on bail. So they should have made that bond a little bit higher. Damn, they don't even have it. Now, let me see. Let me just put Takeoff. Maybe it'll show up in there. Yeah. So this is him. A good picture of his ass. Let me see. A good picture. Very close. That's good. And yeah, I remember seeing that video, and I remember seeing him, okay, in that video. So I think, I agree. Also, it seems like whenever I see a murder happen or assault, the perpetrator was out on bail when committing the crime. That's what I'm saying. They always be out. They always give them a bond and they get out on a $1 million bond. Let me see what these people on Instagram are saying. Let me see what the comments say. So I don't want to read. I don't want to make a comment. I just want to read what people say. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. How can I pull this up so I can read all these people? Yeah, he was just released tonight. See, this is why these people be going out doing all these crimes and shit, because they don't really be doing nothing about it, and they let people out and stuff and things like that. I just don't think that's right. Anytime somebody's accused of killing someone and you have a lot of evidence that suggests that that person is guilty, I don't really think they should be allowed to be out. Point blank. Let's see. Give bro 24 hours. Somebody else said, finish this MF. Somebody said, just like you said, Elisa, who paid this? Somebody said, what the F? Let me see what he said, because they, okay. Why they put this picture up here like this? Somebody said, now he's as good as gone. Blood for blood, cuz. Somebody said, in what? Somebody said, Cravo loading up the blicky as we speak. Okay. They better slide for Takeoff. Good. There's no way this man should have bail. What the F is this justice system? That's what I say. I don't think he should be out, period. Somebody say he better get, you know what then? Okay, they already telling people what to do to him while he's out. But he probably got people, security and stuff like that. Right, I think so too. I think anybody, I agree with you. I think anybody who is accused of rape, murder, abusing children, the elderly, domestic violence, whether it's a man or woman, either one. What else? And anybody who does, just like victimize someone based on their gender or sexual orientation, and terrorist people. I think none of these people should have bail, okay, at all. They should never have a bond. They should never be bailed out of jail or prison or whatever, because, well, I guess you can't get bail out of prison, but out of jail, because they don't deserve it, point blank, because they're hardcore criminals. I just don't see why. I don't understand this justice system, how they let people out like that. This dude, let's see. This is pretty new, so you're not going to find too much on it because it's very, very new right now. Let's see. Tomorrow, they probably will have a lot of stuff, and all the bloggers on YouTube will probably come up here with this story. But I just wanted to let you guys know that he was released on a $1 million bond tonight, probably about an hour ago. Okay. So he is out and probably in some type of got some kind of security or whatever the case is, since he is accused of murdering Takeoff. And I honestly, in March, when they go to court or whatever the case is, I honestly hope that the judge does the right thing, the jury, whenever he goes to court and stuff, I hope to do the right thing. Because if they have supporting evidence that indicates he actually killed Takeoff, then I hope they do the right thing. Because that was just not right. You know what I'm saying? I know he was an innocent bystander and he didn't mean to do it or whatever the case, I guess. The thing is though, a man was killed, his life was taken, and it's just not right, It's just not right. I wish people would learn how to value life more, okay? Because when people value life, it's hard to, you know, murder someone or hurt someone. So many people today just don't give a darn. They just don't care. They will kill you over the smallest things. You can be outside having a disagreement. Yeah, I do. You can be outside having a disagreement with people, right? And someone take out a weapon and want to kill you over that, over YouTube beasts, all types of mess. It's like no one values life anymore, and that's a daggone shame. But yeah, I remember um, X. I remember him and everything that happened and stuff. What about it though? Let me click this link in case you want to come up here, in case you want to talk about that. You don't have to. If you come up here, you don't have to show your face either and stuff. But that's a mess though. I mean, it's just like I don't know. These people now are just straight up psycho. I mean, just take a life like it's nothing. I mean, like it's just straight up nothing, and that's just something that shouldn't even be happening. I actually liked. I still like Takeoff. He was quiet, never really. I mean, I heard a couple things, but not like nothing really like some rappers. They be really out there and stuff. And I like the way he raps and stuff. His voice was deep and stuff. I just like his style of rap, the way he rapped. I actually like Migos, period, because I like the way their little rap, how they rap and stuff, because it was different when they first came out. I remember when I first heard them, I was like, wow, who is that? You know, but I was shocked though when I heard about Takeoff getting killed. I'm gonna be perfectly honest about that. Let's see. I was just thinking about how he had recently came to success, and I believe I was 14 when that happened. And now being close to his age, I realized how young he was when he was murdered. Yeah, he was. All these rappers be very young, every single one of them. But like him and what Juice, the other dude, all of them were very young when they were killed or did something which caused their demise and stuff. But a lot of these rappers are young. Even Dolph, he was young. You know, all of these rappers. I don't really talk about rappers that I don't know anything about. It's a lot of rappers who got killed that were pretty young and stuff. But especially X and then Takeoff and some of these other rappers that I really don't know of. But I saw the information on the news and stuff. Just too young. And then you wonder, why do people just shoot them down? What was they doing to encourage that if they did anything? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people don't value life. I don't think no one deserves to die unless they are harming you or something like that in the self-defense, point blank. Other than that, all this stuff people murder each other over and stuff like that, I don't agree with that. And people say, take away the guns. You can take away the guns all you want to. They're just going to find something else to use. If they can't use a gun, they're going to use a knife. Okay, if they can't use a knife, they can use other things, including their hands or whatever else they can make up. It's not that weapons and stuff are the problem. It's the people who gets them. Okay, and that's why I think laws should be harder. Okay, even when you go to jail or prison, I think it should be harder, a tougher sentence. And I think they need to cut out a bunch of stuff they have going on in these prisons. You see prisoners doing TikTok videos. Now, granted, I mean, for me, it's not really nothing wrong with them doing a video if they are allowed to have a phone, which they're not, you know. Um, but if they're getting on those phones and doing other things, that's where the problem, arise and stuff. But I mean, if you're going to go to prison and you're going to have the same privileges that you have out here, this is why people don't be caring. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the same privileges, the same exact ones. If you can go in prison and still use your cell phone and all this other stuff, what's the point? They're not going to learn anything there. And that's why so many criminals don't care about going to jail or prison, because it's not like, you know, hardcore like it should be. It should be really tough. I mean, not where you would treat somebody bad or anything, but I'm just saying certain privileges need to be taken away when you are locked up, whether it's prison or jail. Because when you do crimes, especially certain crimes, you know what I'm saying, the hardcore crimes, like for petty crimes and stuff, yeah, they still should reduce things, but of course you have a little bit more leniency versus if you do some hardcore criminal activities, you should have hardcore punishment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, the weapons itself is a problem. I think it's the people who get them. You know what I'm saying? They need to make tougher laws and make it harder to get guns and things like that. I think they really need to do that. But it's just a shame how he was giving a bond and was able to bail out of jail. That's not cool. Because somebody lost a son, a nephew, brother, whatever, boyfriend, whatever, and it's just not right. And then he was so young, had his whole world ahead of him and stuff. So yeah, I don't agree with all that. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it was fair for him to get out on a bond? Do you think he should have a bond? Do you think he should have had a bond? And do you think he should have been allowed to bail out point blank? If they do give you a bond, it should have been set really high because he did take a life. Okay, so and then he wouldn't have probably been able to get the money up. And then who you think got him out of jail? Who do you guys think bonded him out of jail? I'm just curious to know. And they're talking about this on everything now. I'm just looking at all the articles coming up. I'm just like this other dude here said, who paid for this? Because that's a lot. All these rappers in jail and stuff. That's a trip. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that because I thought this was a hot mess when it came through on my phone and stuff. And I was like, that is real. I mean, something, you know. Let me see if they got it on the regular news yet. Probably still don't. Let's see. On the regular news article, that's what I'm saying. I know they're not going to have any more information. I just want to see. It's on the Houston thing. They're talking about it already. The Houston news. Let me see what they're saying here. Same damn thing, basically. Same exact thing. His attorneys was fighting to get his bond reduced to $300,000. They said that he was not a flight risk, but yet he had plans to go somewhere before they call him, and he did not have the assets to cover a $1 million bond. So who covered that? Who covered the bond? Who covered that? It's kind of suspicious actually, because is this guy rich or what? Maybe he has rich family, or of course a bondsman, but still the fee must be high in that case. Right. Somebody said, although we respect Judge Hill as well as his decision today, we disagree with it. And to be honest, we are very surprised by it, says Clark's attorney, Letitia, whatever her last name is. I'm disappointed in that too. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Um, they reduced that to 1 million nearly 2 weeks later because the defense attorney argued that the original amount was excessive and goes against the Texas Constitution. Hmm. Let's see. Q knows, or however you pronounce this guy's last name, was confident Clark's bond would be reduced after complying with the judge bond conditions. He asked us to find a bail bonding company that would do immediate notification of any violations of the GPS monitoring. We did that. She also said, okay, that's a lady. She also said they complied with a financial affidavit of Clark and turned over his passport card. So it just leaves us puzzled. What other factors are there other than the high profile nature of this case that would cause the judge not to reduce it to something that is reasonable? The judge left the door open to a possible change to the bond amount if attorneys bring up new matters. Under the Texas Constitution, bond is not supposed to be used as a tool to hold someone. It's put in place to ensure that the person changed with a crime, it should be charged with a crime, will return to court. Okay. According to the warrant reviewed by KHOU 1134, people were standing outside the 810 Billiards and Bowling Alley before the shooting that led to Takeoff's death. According to police, Cravo, began arguing with two men who had just won money off a dice game. One of them was later identified as Cameron Joshua. He is facing weapons charges. A physical fight broke out, and then the two men opened fire. Police say one of those men is Clark. Police said Clark is seen on video, and I saw that, pulling out a gun and firing multiple rounds while holding a wine bottle in the other hand. After the shooting, Clark is seen running to the House of Blues where he left the wine bottle. That was dumb. Fingerprints matched Clark's when police later had it tested. Clark then went back to the bowling alley before leaving the area. Investigators said forensic proved Clark is the only person who could have shot and hit Takeoff from where both men were positioned. Takeoff was shot twice, once in the back and once in the head. Wow. Clark was arrested during a traffic stop by the HPD gang division on December the 1st. He had a gun on him at the time, but it was not the one used in the murder of Takeoff. He did not make any comments during his arrest. So this is the timeline of Takeoff shooting. The unexpected death of Takeoff, better known, well, they gave his real name. Okay, it shook not only the hip hop community, but the world. On November the 1st, Migos rapper Takeoff and his group mate and uncle, Cravo, attended a private party at 810 Billiards and Bowling Alley in Houston. After the party ended, a group of more than 30 people gathered outside the venue. A dice game led to a heated argument in the shooting death of Takeoff. Police spoke to the public the day Takeoff was killed and pleaded with the community for help in finding Takeoff's killer. Investigators said all the witnesses who gathered after the private party ran away after the shooting, and no one has stepped forward to provide them with information on the shooter. I just want to say something to our city, Houston, and every brother and sister in the neighborhoods. The day of the shooting, I'm calling you to action to step up. There were 40 people at least at this event, and people left, possibly out of fear. I ask you one thing, and I want this to resonate with everybody. What if it was your brother? What if it was your son? You would want somebody to step up. So please step up. Okay, that's what he said, the Houston Police Department Chief Troy Finner. On November the 2nd, a medical examiner ruled Takeoff's cause of death a homicide. They said the rapper suffered gunshot wounds of head and torso into arm. On November the 3rd, a nurse who lived down the street from where the shooting took place spoke to KHOU, that's K Houston 11 News, I guess, channel, and said she tried her best to save Takeoff's life, but there was nothing she could do. The nurse said she saw people running and thought it was an active shooter situation, so she didn't want to go anywhere. But as things settled, she said she heard a scream. I'm thinking that's the victim. That's the person who's shot, she said. It sounded like a cry of agony. It was a cry of agony, but emotional, not physical. She later learned that cry came from Quavo. He was screaming for in the ambulance and looking for help. Oh. On November the 11th, Takeoff was laid to rest at a memorial service in Atlanta. Big name artists from the music industry show up to pay tribute, including Justin Bieber, Chloe Bailey, and Yolanda Adams. Dozens of fans were also in attendance. Offset and Quavo spoke during the memorial service. Still no updates nor arrests had been made in Takeoff's death. On November the 12th, a day after Takeoff was laid to rest, Quavo penned a heartfelt message to his nephew on Instagram, calling him his angel. December the 2nd, Houston Police Department Chief Troy Finner, Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner, and others held a press conference announcing an arrest in the shooting death of Takeoff. Patrick Xavier Clark, 33, was charged with murder. According to court documents, Clark applied for an expedited passport shortly after the shooting and said he was going to Mexico. So he was trying to run, huh? He had a passport and a large amount of cash when he was arrested. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Clark had his first court appearance on December the 2nd, where a judge set his bond at $2 million. So he was trying to leave, y'all. On December the 14th, Clark's bond was reduced to $1 million after the defense attorney argued that the original amount was excessive and goes against the Texas Constitution. They also argued that Clark's family couldn't afford the $2 million bond amount. Okay, but how much money did he have when he was trying to leave and go to Mexico? And what happened to that money? Yeah, that's a trip, y'all. So yeah, they got, they really got some evidence, and I'm sure that the evidence points to the right person, point blank. And we will all see. And like I said, I definitely don't agree with that bail or anything else, because like I said before, if you're accused of murder, I just don't feel like they should even give people bonds, point blank. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments section whenever you watch this video. I don't know if Elisa still is here. She may be asleep because it is late and stuff. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys think about that? Because I think it's a trip. I don't think it's cool. And I'm just wondering what Quavo and Offset and Takeoff's mom think about that. Oh, you still here? Okay. I'm just wondering what they think about that, because I would be peed off about that. I really would. So y'all just heard the timeline of everything, and now all we got to do is do a waiting game, wait till March, see what's next, and go from there. That's sad though. That is sad. Let's see what else is on this. Anything else? Anything else, y'all? Let me see if anything else I need to tell y'all tonight before I get ready to get out of here. Anything else new? Well, I did get an update on the they did give an update on the guy's what's his name? The football player, DeMar, on his condition as of now. Let me go to that article real quick to see what did they say, because I don't want to quote it the wrong way. Let me look and see, because I know I posted it on my community wall. Let me see what I posted, because y'all, I be forgetting when I post. Let's see. Let's go to my community. So they said that Damar Hamlin shows signs of improvement while still in ICU in critical condition. So that's good. Okay, that was 3 hours ago when that was updated and stuff. So he is showing signs of improvement. So hopefully he will recover all the way and be okay. Hopefully and stuff. Let's just keep our prayers for him to recover and be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because he did have a heart attack, and I think some lung stuff going on as well. I can't remember exactly what I read earlier. When you read so many news articles, you start getting them all confused up. Okay, point blank. But again, I hope he pulls through successfully and gets better and get out that hospital and stuff. I know football is a dangerous sport anyway. I know my son wanted to play, and they actually, they actually was two coaches tried to get me and my ex to let my son play football because they saw how I guess they was watching him run and stuff, and I guess they thought he would be good as a quarterback, I think. And I was like, no way and stuff. I said, no way, I'm not letting him play no football. It's like this is like the second or third time somebody approached me, a coach, and every time they approach me, I talk to my ex. I say the same exact thing, and he does too. He'd be like, "No, you cannot look at money for everything." I'm telling you straight up. Okay, so I was trying to get him to play something else. I was like, "Why come you can't play baseball? Because you can throw pretty good and stuff. Why won't you play that?" And he does not like basketball, so that's out of the question. And then he says soccer. He claimed he wanted to play soccer, but then he just told me before that soccer was boring. Now he wants to box, and I'm like, no to that. But I am going to okay, I am going to let him do a couple boxing some boxing training for a little bit until he get that first hit, and I hope he changes his mind because I don't Girl, what are you talking about? In my next, oh, you're talking about my next live. Would you be able to tell a story? Because I didn't know what you was talking about. I was like, what? I was like, what? My next live. When I first read, I was like, until I looked down and stuff, I was like, next life. But yeah, he wanted to play soccer. He said he would play soccer now because he likes that dude, right? You know how they be changing their mind and stuff. I was trying to get him to play soccer like a couple years ago when I started with my soccer team and stuff. So now he wants to play it. So if he's serious about it, I'll let him do that. Now you can get hurt playing soccer, but not like that daggone football. It's a lot of football players and ex-football players who end up having some type of injury that shows up later or some damage from getting hit in the head and it shows up later and they end up dying early. I know that's funny, girl. I was like, what are you talking about when you said that's funny? Because I'm like, what? Next life. Yeah. Yeah, I had an interesting um life, okay, that was full of some tripped out situations at times and stuff. But I had a good well, when I started getting older, like grown, everything started being better. But like when I was growing up, because my mom was real strict, I don't even want to tell those stories right there, y'all, because y'all would be like, woo, okay? And plus, I don't want to be, saying stuff about her and things like that. But like when I got older, I can tell stories about that, all the stuff that I've been through and some exes and stuff, my first boyfriend and stuff. I can tell stories about that, because I did tell some of it, you know, when I was talking before. So somebody else is on here talking. What's the name is on live already talking about this, man. This is so funny. But I was first. Hey, Shades 2 was first again. Shades 2 was first. Now, if my audience was bigger, man, that would be great. But it doesn't matter because I came on first. Y'all saw it here first that Takeoff's alleged killer was released on bond, on a bail. He's out of jail. He's out of jail right now. Okay, he goes back to court in March, point blank. Okay, so I Shades 2 got on here and told y'all about this first. I mean, when I got this information from my daughter, my and my son who is 14, I was like, let me go and do a live. I wasn't even going to do another live tonight because I did it earlier, right? And I was like, let me get on here and do this live before everybody else see it and get on live and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm first. Hey, and I got it right in my thing. And I love Takeoff. So therefore, I know I was going to come on here and talk about it. Okay. Like I said before, I don't usually talk about stars that I don't really know anything about. And, you know, like some people get on here and they hear about a celebrity's death and they pretend like they know something about the celebrity or they listen to their music and they don't be knowing anything. Okay. But I used to listen to Migos and I still do. Um, on Smooth, I did Bad and Bougie, okay, the rap, and this was like a couple years ago, okay, and then you know, I can just tell you about the songs I like, you know what I'm saying, like Ric Flair, all that, a bunch of stuff. I used to love that, you know. As a matter of fact, I thought I was dancing to that song on TikTok, um, somewhere, either on TikTok or either on probably on TikTok, because on Smooth I just did Bad and Bougie, and then of course my other daughter had to join in and stuff. But yeah, I did that on there. I actually did a pretty good job. I mean, I messed up a little bit. I should let y'all hear one day so y'all can laugh. If I didn't want to claim tonight, I would play it right now. But yeah, so I did that. I did okay. My daughter really did good though, because she knew all the words. You know, I was just basically reading the words. I just knew um, the hook, and that was it. You know, the chorus line. That's all I knew. But the other part I had to read it. But you can tell I was reading it because I can rap. You know, because I used to rap when I had my singing group and stuff. But she really did good. You know, because my ass stumble over words. Just like when I be reading, sometimes I stumble over words. I don't know why I do that. I think I do that because I started thinking about people listening to me, right? And then when I started thinking about people listening to me, that's when I start messing up. It's just like when I'm on camera, like when I was trying to be an actress, I would if I would have to get up there and read something, you know, like on an audition or whatever the case is, I would mess up because you know people staring at you and stuff, and I just couldn't do it. You know, even singing, I couldn't do it by myself. I had to get up there with a bunch of people. That's why I was always in the choir. All throughout school, I stayed in the choir. Even at church, I was in the choir. Just everywhere, I always had to have like a group of people up on the stage with me. And I think that's the number one reason why I formed my own. I formed my own singing group because I needed other people on the stage with me in order to be able to sing. And plus, I could sing, but I was never like really like a powerhouse of singing because my voice, to me, my voice was kind of because I sing soprano, alto. Okay, of course I can hit high notes and stuff, but my voice is still light. Okay, so the person I got to be the lead singer, she had a very strong, I mean strong, excellent voice, excellent vocals. She had good vocal control, everything. So that's who was the lead singer in the group. I was just in the group, you know. Then the other girl, Nicole, she could sing pretty good too. But Kim could really throw down. Okay. And then I had the other chick in my group. I forgot her name because she couldn't sing, but she could rap. And then she looked good. So I had to add her to the group because I wanted everybody to be, you know, attractive, and I wanted like different skin tones, you know what I'm saying, in the group. And so I got one dark skinned girl, then me and Nicole. Nicole was a little darker than me, but then I had me straight up brown, and then I had the other girl. She was light skinned, so I had each shade of brown, and then a light skinned chick, and then she was the youngest too, you know. But granted, we all looked at young, you know what I'm saying. So she was only 19, and so at the time I was I forgot how old I was, but anyway, I put my age all the way back. My manager did to like 23 because I have always looked younger. I mean, years younger. Okay. And so my manager put my age back to 23 years old and stuff. And that's the age I was when I had my singing group and stuff. And that was fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun. Met a lot of people. Um, and it was just different, you know. I mean, I still stayed myself. I still stayed. At the time, I was calling myself Nisi because my middle name is Denise, so I was calling myself Nisi and stuff. So I still was Nisi. Okay, Nisi B. That's who I was. I never changed up like some people do when they have a singing group and start getting a chance to do stuff and meeting people and stuff, And then because the girls was in the group was doing so much, they was too busy trying to hook up with rappers and stuff, and just doing all types of weird stuff. One got pregnant by a rapper and stuff. The other girl was doing the most with rappers, and then the little light skinned chick, she really wasn't doing anything. The youngest girl, she wasn't doing anything, just like I wasn't doing anything. But I ended up breaking the group up because they just wasn't focused like they should. And then they was tripping out. Then they got mad because the manager always seemed to the manager, I believe, liked me. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Um, I was different than all the other girls, and that was the thing. Um, and I stayed like I am right now. I mean, I didn't drink. When I used to go to the clubs and stuff, they would make me. That's another thing. When you're in the entertainment industry, they do make you do stuff. Okay, but my butt is strong. Okay, so I refuse to drink alcohol. So instead of drinking alcohol, they made me drink pop, which I don't drink sodas like that either. But they made me drink pop because when it looks like you drinking alcohol when you do pop or either orange juice. Neither one of those I really drink, but I had to drink it then to play it off because I guess you can't look like you don't do what everybody else do. You just look cooler, when you do the same thing other people do. So I just drunk the pretend alcohol, with the orange juice and just with the pop, and that's what I used to do. Then he was like, I dress business like too much. I look like a school teacher, because I was always dressed professional. So he was like, he wanted me to dress a little bit more sexier, and so I would not wear revealing clothing, you know what I'm saying? Like showing my chest or nothing like that, or no crazy stuff. But I did start wearing sexier dresses, tight fitting dresses and stuff. And he wanted me to take off them glasses because he was like, you got to let those glasses go. And at the time, I was not used to having my glasses off. Shit, I could barely see then when I had them off. I can see now when I don't wear my glasses because I'm used to not wearing my glasses. But back then, I used to have those glasses on all the time. But he was telling me to take them off. So when I went to the clubs and stuff, we was getting ready to perform and stuff, or just go to the club so everybody can know who we were. I wouldn't wear my glasses. And I'm gonna tell you something, I could not see. Because I remember guys trying to talk to me. He was like, when guys try to talk to you, pretend like you're interested. I didn't like that either, but I had to play along with that. But I wasn't like the other girls in my group because they ass was talking to those dudes and they was doing other things with them, especially the rappers. In the VIP section, they be doing the most in that area. Okay, but when I was in the VIP, I just sat there and was watching the people on the stage and stuff like that. But the other girls, not Nicole. Nicole was like almost like a goody two shoe too, but she just made stupid mistakes and stuff and decisions and stuff. But that Kim, who was the lead singer, she was a straight up, um, she was a hot ass mess. I'm just gonna put it like that. She was wild, okay, wild, 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 and so she was doing the most back there in VIP with the rappers and whoever else was performing or whatever the case is that day. But other than that, I had a good time though. Still in my group. It was my group. I founded it. I wrote the songs. We did cover songs. I even wrote some of the raps and stuff. We had a good time. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's hard trying to dance and sing. Well, at the time it was. It's not for me now. But at the time, because I used to be shy, it was hard for me to sing and dance at the same time. And then Kim stank butt, she used to get mad at me all the time because I used to get hoarse then, but not like I do now. I mean, now I be definitely straight up hoarse. I can't even sing or anything. Back then, I got hoarse sometime, okay, but I was still able to sing. I just couldn't hit those soprano notes. So she used to get mad because I couldn't do them, for a certain song and stuff. So I used to have to drink warm water and lemon and all this other stuff and everything. But it was time consuming too, because like I would get off of work. I was working at the telephone company at the time at AT&T, and I would work like a 12-hour shift. And then when I would get off my job at 6 p.m., I would go home, go check on my kids, and then I would go rehearse. So I would be at rehearsal from about 7 or 8 to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, about 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I would drive back home, which was far from the rehearsal place because the rehearsal place was in the hood. I lived in the suburbs, so I had to drive back home, which was like an hour away, I think. And by the time I got home, it would be almost time for me to go to work at 6 a.m. in the morning and stuff. And so I would sleep for about 2 hours, and I would go to work and do that same stuff every single day. Okay, so it's hard when people be sitting out here talking about, ew, well, how they make all that money. It's hard being a singer. Okay, it's hard doing that. Especially if you have kids or a family, and or if you have to work or something. It's very, very difficult. But I did it. I did it. And like I said, I ended up breaking up the group because the girls was doing too much. They wasn't even concentrating on singing. It was too busy doing everything else. Only person that was really serious was me and Nicole, the only two. The other two girls, I don't know about the light skin. I can't remember her because I don't know. I don't even remember what she did, but I know that Kim was a hot ass mess. Okay. And she was doing too much stuff. And I didn't like the fact that she was making everybody think that everybody in the group was the same. And so I ended up breaking up the group and stuff. And me and Nicole at the time, we was working on stuff, songwriting and stuff. But Nicole ended up moving back to Miami, and I ended up meeting my ex. Okay. And so I ended up just saying, forget that part of the entertainment industry. And then I decided to focus on my kids because they wanted to be an actress and stuff. But it was fun though. I mean, we got a chance to do so much, and I met a lot of people. And while I had my singing group, I met this dude, and even though I got in trouble because I didn't know that I didn't supposed to bring him to the club with me. I had him meet me there actually, and I don't think my manager liked it, and because he was like, "You don't supposed to tell people you got a man or anything and stuff." But y'all, he was fine as hell. I'm not gonna lie. He had caramel, well, not caramel. He had light brown eyes, hazel, whatever. I think that's light brown, and I think he is Jamaican or something. I can't remember. And then he was medium weight, had a nice body, just a really fine ass dude and stuff. And I remember when he came to the club, I still remember that like it was yesterday. And we was slow dancing and stuff. And child, I did not have on my glasses, couldn't see a damn thing. Okay. And he liked the dress that I had on and stuff. Cause like I said, I always dress business like I really did all the time. They would call me school teacher and shit, like they still do now. But when I did dress sexier and I had a nice shape anyway, everybody was like, woo, just like now, when I actually dress, well, I dress up now all the time, but back then I wasn't. But when people don't, if people, like when I first moved here, I mean, I dressed up and stuff, but sometimes I would just put on like jogging pants and a t-shirt and go out. And so one day I decided to, yeah, yeah, I don't be doing all that. I mean, back then I definitely didn't. But like, I know, like I said, I had started wearing jogging pants here and t-shirts. Just jogging pants and t-shirts, and my hair in a little ponytail or however I wore it. And so one day I decided to wear regular clothing, some nice little fitted jeans and a shirt. So I went inside of this place to go pay a bill. And the lady was so shocked because she was like, "You got a nice little shape. I didn't even know. You always have on them damn jogging pants and that big t-shirt. I didn't even know." And I started laughing because I thought it was funny. But I have never been the type that thought I needed to show body parts and things like that to be considered attractive. I mean, guys still talk to me regardless. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I feel like if you are an attractive person, it doesn't matter what you got on, you still will attract certain people. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, sometimes I would attract more people when I was in my jogging pants and just a t-shirt, you know. But yeah, like those shorts I got on there, I have never worn those outside. Okay. That was just for that picture. Now, when I used to go to the gym when I was 20 something years old, when I first moved to Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie, I used to wear biker shorts like that then. Okay, until my boyfriend was like, Why do you wear those biker shorts? Men blowing on the streets when they see you walking and stuff. You don't know why they blowing. You can see the print and stuff and everything. And so I had stopped wearing them. Or either I think I used to wear like a long t-shirt and stuff, but I had stopped wearing them. Then like here, I had on the biker shorts when I went to the pool, and my other son, was here, and he was like, "No, you're not gonna wear those biker shorts to the pool." I said, "You don't tell me what to do, boy. I'm your mom. You're not my mom or dad." But I did put on a t-shirt and pulled it over my shorts. But yeah, I don't be out there doing all, the most like some women do. Nah, because I figure you can track the dude if he's worth worth the time. You can track them regardless of what you got on. As long as you look decent. Attracted to him. Yeah, I let me see what you say here. I wear dresses with leggings a lot and a sweater, hoodies, etc. I don't know why. I guess I'm just most comfortable like that. Yeah, people don't realize like tomorrow I'm going to wear some jogging pants and a t-shirt because it's more comfortable. Jeans, especially tight jeans, that stuff is not comfortable all day long. I don't even know how women wear them. And then tight ones, please. I don't want to wear that every time I go places because that stuff is uncomfortable. It's like bras and stuff are uncomfortable and stuff, but then you got on tight jeans and all this stuff too. So a lot of times I'll put on jogging pants, but they're nice little jogging pants and a nice little cute shirt and stuff. They're not like baggy jogging pants, but they're soft and comfortable. They're soft to my skin and all that. So I actually like dressing like that, you know. Um, just like I don't wear heels and stuff all the time. I only wear heels when I go out, like if I go out or go out to eat or something like that, because I want to make sure that I age gracefully, and I want to make sure that I don't have no severe foot problems or um, anything like that. I'll be preparing for stuff because I don't got time for all that. So, like I say, I only wear heels and stuff if I'm going out or if I'm going somewhere special. You know, I got new shoes here right now and new boots. I haven't worn them yet. I got new clothes in my closet that I have never worn yet. So but I am going to wear them this before this winter is over. I got new jackets too that I haven't even worn. But again, I'll wear those when we go out. Like if we go to Maestro's, which is a really nice restaurant here, it's in somewhere in LA. I think I can't remember where that place is at, but it's somewhere in LA. But it's very, very nice. A lot of celebrities go there. Now, if we go to Maestro's or when we go to Maestro's, I'll dress up and wear that there. And if I go on a date or something with somebody and we go somewhere, I'll dress up then. But as far as just walking around here like some women do, advertising, oh no. I mean, granted, I still be looking good and stuff, but no, I'm not gonna do showing chest and things like that. Because when a guy talks to me, I want him to talk to me because he likes me for real, not just because he's trying to get something in return. You know. So that's how I've been, and I have always been like that. And I was like that even when I had my singing group. This is why my manager was telling me to dress sexy because he know good and darn well every time I came for rehearsal, I was always business dressed all the time. And he was like, he used to call me school teacher or secretary or something like that, you know. But he didn't know my long term goal was to get my group out there right, and then get out of the group, and I would just be the founder and wrote the songs so I can get paid the most, and I was going to let them perform, okay, and I was going to do the management side of the business because I really was just using that group as a stepping stone to get into the entertainment industry and do exactly what I really wanted to do. I wanted to manage everything so I can get all the money, and it'd be my group, my music, they singing and everything, so I can get paid, But of course, like I said, you can't put a bunch of women together sometimes because they cannot do what they need to do. They don't stay focused, running behind men and stuff. Mm-mm. My focus was just what it should have been on trying to be successful and stuff. But our group was really a nice looking little group. It was four of us, and everybody. I remember when we was hiring, well, not hiring, we was auditioning for the group, and me and Nicole, we went out and auditioned people, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. So many times I almost busted out laughing. I'm not gonna lie. because people would get up there and audition and tell me they could sing, and they would sound a hot ass mess. And they actually thought they could sing. I remember this one girl that we auditioned. This girl sound horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Nicole was trying her best not to laugh, and so was I. But you know what? She was making all these faces and stuff. Nicole was, and she kept on looking at me. And girl, y'all I almost laughed, and I had to start coughing to pretend like I wasn't to cover up the laugh. I'll never forget that. But I can't believe how many people think they can actually sing right. I mean, sing real good, and they can't. And then another girl we auditioned, she could sing, but she just wasn't attractive, right? And she got mad because she knew she could sing, but she was wondering, I guess, why I wouldn't call her back for another audition. But me and Nicole discussed it. We was like, she just won't match the group, point blank. I didn't want, you know what? I was just like everybody else. I did not want an unattractive chick in the group, point blank. So you had to look a certain way, and I didn't want them to be overweight or anything else. Okay, so therefore, it was a lot of stuff that I was looking for, because it wasn't Nicole's group, it was my group. So I knew that only a certain look would make people, especially men, want to see us. Okay, and so that's what it was all about. And then my manager wanted to change the name of the group too, so we didn't change it, but I know eventually we would have changed the name, because like the name of the group at the time was called Versatile. But I know probably if we would have made it, the name would have been changed to something else. I don't know what it would have been changed to, but it would have been changed because he was already talking about changing the name and stuff. We just never got a chance to get to that point because the other girls of the group was doing too daggone much. But we had the group for about 1 year, and that was it. 1 year. Can you believe that? 1 year. And they just could not act right for nothing in the world. And then we got into arguments and shit, all types of weird stuff. That's why I can't do it with no females. Arguments, they chasing out the men. The Kim was doing the most with these dudes. There was some people had rumors going out around about her doing fellatio, I guess is what you call it, to dudes and stuff. So I was like, girl, no. I was telling Nicole, I was like, no, we got a whole DS in the group doing doing too much. I'm not joking and stuff. And then they'll be thinking all of us do this shit, So I was like, nah, let me, no. But I still had the group. I was just talking to Nicole, telling her that. But we, I still kept the group together, like I said, until I finally decided to end it. Me and Nicole actually decided that together and stuff because we was actually tired of Kim. And then a little light-skinned girl was tripping and stuff. So we decided to end the entire group and stuff. And everybody went on their own. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Kim. I don't know if she went back to New York because that's where she was from, New York. And then I don't know what a light-skinned girl was from. And then Nicole went back to Miami. And then I relocated. Well, I met my ex. We stayed in Atlanta, but I moved to a different area. And then I relocated to Texas. DFW in the house. That was, girl, this was way back in 1997 when we had the singing group. Yep. I met what's that guy named? Lil Jon. I met his crazy self, and a bunch of other people I met too. I remember this one rapper that I met. I actually did an interview with him and got in his car. His car smelled nothing. It smelled just like weed because that's all he was in there doing, smoking, getting high. I didn't smoke, but I had to do the interview. And so I got in the car with him and did it. And he kept everything professional, but he was high as ever. Okay. And let me look him up and see what he's doing right now. See if he's still. But I'll never forget that. Got in his BMW. I think that's what he had. And it was nothing but smoky. Smoky from all that damn weed. I don't know what he's doing now. I thought I had looked him up once before, and I pulled up some stuff, but I don't see anything. Oh no, he's still up here. I didn't know he was born in West Palm Beach, Florida. This was him when he was younger. This the dude right here, y'all. Let me show you. This dude, I shouldn't be showing you because it was that damn car was smoky as crap. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It was smoky. Hold on right quick. I'll be right back, y'all. I got to get my clothes. Because you know I don't want them wrinkled. Y'all know I'm getting my clothes out this dryer. Because I don't want them wrinkled. I tell y'all that every night. Every night I tell y'all this. But I'm going to show y'all the wrapper in a minute. Because y'all think I be lying. I told you I show proof of everything. And y'all know what? If I had my stuff for my singing group, I would show y'all that too. But it's in the storage in Atlanta because my stuff is still in Atlanta. Yeah, y'all, I wrote up damn contract. I had contracts written up for everybody in the group. I made all those damn girls sign a contract. Who in the bathroom? Who in the bathroom? Why is the water running in there? Y'all got the door opened up. The hell happened to the damn dryer? Am I tripping out? I hope this damn dryer ain't stopped working. Wait. Am I fucking tripping? My kind of dryer is not working, y'all. I'm gonna give it a minute and stuff, see if they come back on. Let me give it a minute. Y'all turn that water off in there. I don't know what happened to that dryer, y'all. I got to call him up here to fix it if it went out. And I got some pans to dry. I don't have any pictures on me because everything is in my storage space in Atlanta. I wish I did have that stuff. But this is this dude right here that I interviewed. This is what he looked like now. He's still nice looking. Okay. Y'all, I know some people who are around my age heard of this song if they lived in Atlanta. Okay, this is the dude right here, okay? Let me show y'all. That damn car of his was damn weeded up. And this is him now, I guess. I guess this is him now, what he looks like. Hopefully he ain't still getting geeked up. Shit. But yeah, I interviewed him, right? Got in that damn BMW, and he was high as shit. I mean, high as ever. And he looked just like he looked on this picture right here when I interviewed him. And I think that girl in my group probably was wanted him, Kim, because she wanted every damn body with her tripped out self. So this is him being older. But the other top pictures of him when he was younger. This is what I remember. Because I didn't meet him when he was older because we was all younger. And then it's him, I guess it's him now. I guess he's still singing shit, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he's still rapping. Let me see if they got any current picture. But I interviewed him back then. And it was a damn trip. Okay. It was a trip. I ain't gonna never forget it. And stuff. And then I went out with another rapper. I went on a date with a rapper, okay, when I had my singing group. And it was like one of the guys who rapped with the main guy, okay? I'm not going to tell y'all who it is, though. And we went to the movies. We went to see one of Eddie Murphy's movies, right? And when we went, all these chicks was running up to him asking for autographs and stuff. I didn't even get jealous. I actually thought it was cute and stuff. You know, I felt like I was a star. I mean, you know, it was like, you know, really nice experience. Then he asked me where did I want to go before. Okay, when we first went out, we went to his place, right? I forgot why he went to his place. And I met some of his family members and stuff like that. Then we went to the movies. Okay, after we left the movies, we went to get something to eat. He asked me where did I want to eat at. Y'all, I knew about expensive restaurants and everything else. Okay, but then I think I was very immature and everything else. I told this dude that I wanted to go eat at Wendy's. Y'all don't laugh. Don't laugh. Wendy's. He laughed his ass off. I'll never forget that. He laughed because he couldn't believe I wanted to go eat at Wendy's. And you know what? We went to eat at Wendy's. And I think we went through the drive through. And I got me a Frosty and a burger and fries. And he laughed the entire time because he thought I was joking. And I don't know why I did not go out with this dude again, because I never did go out with him again. It was just that one date. And he was the perfect gentleman. I didn't even give him no kiss. I think I gave him a hug. And he was not trying to do anything. He was a perfect gentleman. I think he was a little bit too short. That's probably what I didn't like. And I don't know what else I didn't like back then. Because I was pretty picky, like I am now. And maybe because he probably smoked weed and stuff like that. That's probably why I didn't talk to him further, and then a lifestyle that he might have been living. I don't know. Because this was a long time ago. All I know is we went on a date, we went to the movies, I went to Wendy's, and he also went by his house, and I met some of his family members and stuff. And that was it. And I think he had a child too. And I might have met his little child, who is grown now. And that's the only rapper I ever been out with. Because I never did talk to anybody else, you know. And then I met David, not my ex, but this dude that I used to talk to. His name was David too, okay? And I met him, and I started talking to him until I found some stuff out about him. Then I had to let him go. But he was fine, y'all. At least he wasn't ugly. Damn, it's messed up when you talk to an ugly ass dude, right? And he be doing the most, okay? But this dude was fine. I'm not gonna lie, okay? If he was, fine as what? Caramel complexion. I loved his accent, okay? I used to go on lunch dates with him at his job. And he was like some type of manager. And we had fun. But you know what? Somebody else I met though in Atlanta. When I lived in Atlanta, I met this other dude right at the gas station. Yeah. I was actually I think I was getting gas, and he was trying to talk to me, and he told me he was getting ready to go to work, right? So he gave me his business card from his job. He was a the people be in the prisons, right? And they what do you call those people who be in the prison and they watch the prisoners, okay, but they don't carry guns. That's what he was. I can't remember their title, their job title. What are they called? Correction officers? I don't remember what they're called. Well, anyway, whatever he was called, that's what he was, right? And so he was like, he had to go to work today, but he's off on the weekend. And when he's off on the weekend, he wanted to take me out on a date. And I said, okay, his name was D'Antonio Washington, okay? So he gave me his card. Okay, I went home. I think I was watching the news a couple hours later. All of a sudden, on the news, they do a news break or something. I see his name on the news. And what had happened is that one of the inmates hit him with a hammer or something. Anyway, the inmates killed him. An inmate did. And I think his name is D'Antonio Washington. If you type his name, let me put it on there and see if it comes up. D'Antonio Washington. Let me see if it still come up. Atlanta, Georgia. I think it was a correctional officer, and they killed him. Yeah, that's him right there. He got killed. He died on December 22nd, 1994. He was 31 years old. I met him a couple of days before that happened. Like I said, he was asking me out on a date. And I told him, because I like certain type of guys and stuff like that. Okay, so I just told him, I'll see. And he gave me his business card and stuff, from his job. And he told me he would call me so we can go out the next time he was off, which was, I think, that upcoming weekend. And when I went home, I saw him on the news when they said that he was killed. Yeah, they snuck up behind him and struck him on the head 3 times with a ball peen hammer. Dang, and killed him. And that's crazy. They took him off of life support. That's sad. Mm-mm-mm. I'm glad his ass was convicted and they put him on death penalty. Good. Damn, the dude who killed him assaulted 2 other officers. He's in a special confinement unit at FCC Terry Hate prison. And Officer Washington was the first African American officer killed in a federal prison and the second officer murdered at USP Atlanta. The first death of a staff member at the hands of an inmate occurred in 1917. So he's on the National Law Enforcement Memorial. Oh, yep, I met this dude right here. I wish they had a better picture of him, but I'll show y'all. And he gave me his business card. And when they announced it on the news, y'all know I went to look at that card to see if that was the same dude. And it was, and I was sad. I was like, damn, maybe if I would have went out on a date with the dude, he probably would have took off of work. That's what I kept on saying. This is him right there. He was only 31. That's sad. In 1994. So that was a trip. I mean, like a couple of days after I met this dude, that's what happened. I'm going to keep this article because I want to keep it and stuff. And then, y'all, when I first moved, I've been meeting some weird ass people. He wasn't weird, but I've been meeting some weird people. When I first moved to Atlanta, I met this other dude. I told y'all about this before, but I don't know if you guys heard it. And his name is Ricky. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. And he told me he was single. Okay, but like the snoop I am and the investigator that I am, I checked him out. And when I checked him out, I found out that he was married. But by this time, we had started talking and stuff and everything. But I just always look at people as friends at first anyway. So once I found out that he was married and I confronted him with it, I was like, okay, cool. We can just be friends because, I'm not going to be playing around with no married dude and all this other stuff. He had just had a baby. His wife was really gorgeous. I'm like, why are you playing around anyway? That's what I'm saying to him. But anyway, girl, yes, I'm going to tell you about that too. Anyway, him and I became friends, versus trying to date and stuff. So he know I love singing and acting and things like that. He had a studio in his home and stuff. And so he was like, okay, well, you can come over and we can do some songs and stuff, videos and stuff, in which I did. And that's what we did. He didn't even try anything. Okay. And we hung out together. He took me around Atlanta, showed me places of Atlanta, how to get around and stuff. And we actually had fun together. I was like looking at him like a brother, actually like a bigger brother, an older brother. Cause I think Ricky was 2 years older than myself. I think. I'm not sure because I have to look him up to see. So I think we knew each other for about 6 or 7 months. Okay. So one day he picked me up and I went to his studio, which was in his house. And we were supposed to be doing videos again. I don't know what the F was wrong with him this day because everything changed. He tried to make me have, with him, try to take it. I wrapped my legs up completely. And I don't know how I managed to do that when you can't even get my legs apart. And then I told him, if you try to take something, if you do anything, I told him I was going to F him up, and I'm not joking. Okay, I guess he believed me because when I said that, he stopped trying to do what he was trying to do. Okay, so I told him to take me back to my car or home or whatever at that time. I don't remember. So he did do what I asked him to do. And then I got out his car and went home. I think a couple of days later, I was watching TV. A news break came on, or either the news came on. And I saw him being arrested at his place of employment because he worked at the hospital, and they put him in handcuffs. Okay, and they said they was arresting him because he was accused of raping women and young women. Okay, he would like approach the women and then offer them a job. And then when he get them to the car, he would tell them he was going to pay them or whatever the case is. I can't remember. He would get them to the car, have them get in the car, whatever the case is. And then he would take out his gun and then, RAP eat them by gun, with his gun. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about what he was trying to do to me, but you know what? I never did tell the police or anything. Because if I would have, he would have got additional years. I just didn't tell. Well, anyway, once he got arrested, about a couple of days after that, I received a letter in the mail. The letter was from him. He was apologizing for what he had did before he got arrested, and told me he didn't know what came over him. He liked me and stuff, and blase blase. But I told him I wasn't talking to him anymore. But I didn't get a chance to. I told him that day when I got out of the car that I wasn't. But I didn't get a chance to respond back to the letter because he got arrested and stuff. And that dude got, I don't know how many years he got. I think it was like over 10 years. Because one day I decided to look him up and I saw that he was released from jail. And this was just like a couple of years ago when I looked him up and stuff. But Ricky was a nice looking dude, smart. That's why I say you can't really go by looks, because people can look good, they can be smart and everything else and be a psycho. He looked good, he dressed good, he had a good job, nice place, everything. Okay. And he ended up being a damn rapist. And that's who I met in Atlanta, a bona fide, certified rapist. He had raped, I don't know how many women and girls he raped. The girls was like 18 and 19. Then the oldest woman, I think, was 20-some years old. And I don't know how many he raped, because it was a while ago. I can't remember. All I know is that he was a rapist. And if you looked at him, you would have never guessed it and stuff. And I think he got like over 10 years of jail. Now he looking all old and shit. Okay, this is mugshot. He look old as shit now. So y'all think I be lying when I be telling y'all stuff. This is what his old ass look like now. Now, when I met him, it was years before, of course, now. So he was younger. Looking like a straight up criminal now. Let me stop y'all. That's what he look like now. That's a damn shame. Y'all see what he was arrested on? Because you got to register as a sex offender when you do stuff like that and stuff. And I went right to him and found this. Let me see what they say. Because I don't remember exactly what happened. So he still live out here? So yeah. So he actually 4 years. Let me see. He actually is 4 years older than myself, okay? Only 5'8". And he lost a lot of pounds, 149 pounds, and shaved all his hair off. He was, let's see, aggravated child molestation. Okay, that's because he was, I guess some of those kids were under 18. They probably was 17 or something like that. Then he got the RAPE. I moved to Atlanta in 1992. So he got arrested in 1993 in December. 09/1993. And he better be glad I did not report anything, because he would have got attempted with me, because that's what he was trying to do. But my ass fought his ass. Don't be playing. I don't be playing around. I'm going to tell y'all that straight up. If that dude would have did what he thought he was going to do, he wouldn't have had to worry about going to prison. Okay? Because I guarantee you I was going to get him if he would have did it. He carried a gun. I knew he carried a gun because he showed me his gun and stuff. But I would have got him. I'm not going to lie. If I would have had to trick him to meet back up with me, I was going to get him if he would have did anything to me. My ass don't forget anything. You'll think we friends and stuff, but I'm cool. And my ass do not forget. Okay? And I think he might have known that I was not playing when I told him that. Let me see what they say about him. I want to see exactly what happened because I can't remember. But yeah, he's registered as a sex offender. That's a damn shame. And I wish y'all could see how he looked back in 1993 when before he got arrested. He was really nice looking and everything. Now he all old looking and shit. Look like he been in prison. Let me stop. And every damn thing. So he got aggravated child molestation and the RAPE. So he got 2 offenses. I didn't even know the other one was aggravated child molestation. I should have been doing a whistle. I need to look up his record. I may have to do that. I need to screenshot this so I can look up his record and see everything he did, so I can just know and stuff. But yeah, he didn't have no. At least he didn't use fake names and shit. So yeah, that's messed up. That's why you got to really be careful when you meet these men and women, because you never know who you might meet. You know what I'm saying? I met him back in when I first, I had first moved to Atlanta. I met him around in 1992. Okay, I met him in 1992, and he got in trouble in 1993. So we probably was knowing each other a year before I found out that he was a damn rapist and stuff. When he tried the stuff with me, I knew then that was abnormal. And then I started to call the police and tell them what he did. But I changed my mind. You know what I'm saying? I changed my mind. Because he stopped. That's why I changed my mind. But at that time, I didn't know, when I decided not to call the police, at that particular time, I didn't know he was accused of this right here. But when I saw this on the news, I then started to call and let them know, but I still changed my mind again. And I bet you till this day, he probably thanked me for not doing that, because he would have had another charge. Looking all tripped out. A shame what prison can do to a person when they go. A person can look better and everything, but when they get behind those bars like that, it just changes them. Okay? But that was a damn trip right there. A rapist. Then I met the rapper. I met the rapper years later, a couple years later. And then I'm trying to see who else did I meet that was kind of strange. I don't remember. It's somebody else I met that was strange too, but I just don't remember at this particular time. Because Ricky was about the worst one, okay? As far as being a damn whole 100% criminal. You know what I'm saying? Or they going, you know what? That's a shame. I don't know what's wrong with these men. I had a friend in Cleveland, though, when I lived in Cleveland. I got to stop picking these criminals out, man, because I'm just thinking about something. Okay, this other dude that I had met in Cleveland. Okay, but he wasn't a criminal at first either. But I don't even know if he actually did anything. I think they was just accusing him of something, and I don't know if he actually did it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I know I looked up his record one day not too long ago, but I don't know if that's the same person. And I saw some stuff on there, but I remember when I met this dude when I worked at the telephone company in Cleveland, right? And I don't know. I never act like I like a person when I meet them, right? And that's what I was doing with Daryl. I was acting like I didn't like him, but in actuality, I did like the dude. Daryl was fine too. Okay, he reminded me of a celebrity that I like. Okay, that's probably why I liked him. Okay, and I liked the way he talked because he was from originally. Daryl, I think, was from Baltimore or either from New York. Back then, I used to love dudes from New York. Why? I don't know. Okay. But Daryl, when I met Daryl, it was another chick who liked him at the same time, but she was older, right? And she used to give him money and buy him stuff and all this other shit. And so, even though Daryl was trying to talk to me, this older lady was trying to talk to him, and she would use her money to try to get him. So I think he talked to her for a couple of months or so. Okay. Or either, I don't know, him and I started talking first, or he ended up talking to her. I actually think him and I started talking first, right? But like I said, I always play like I don't like a person and all this stuff. And with this older woman trying to approach him and everything, she was older than me, and giving him money. You know how guys are. Okay. He'll try to talk to her and me at the same time. Okay. I don't know. Daryl, we talked for like a year. Okay. And I ended up stopped talking to him because I think I found out about the older woman with her ugly ass. Okay. I cannot believe it. Hold on for a minute, y'all. This ugly ass woman was giving him buku money though. Okay. And she, was just doing the most and stuff. And I think she worked at the telephone company too. Okay. I don't think we ever had an argument or anything because I don't fight over men. Um, I think Daryl kept that on the wrap. I can't remember because it was so long ago. But all I know is that him and I start talking because I don't play all that crap. Okay. So him and I broke up. And then he started full time talking to this lady. Okay. So I left him alone completely. Right before I got ready to relocate to ATL, I saw Daryl again because see, in between that time or after that time, before I moved to Atlanta, or even thought about moving to Atlanta, Daryl had relocated to Maryland. Okay, when he went to Maryland, though, I don't know what the hell he was doing in Maryland, what he did over there, but all I know is that when I got ready to move to Atlanta, and Daryl came back to Cleveland, he was telling me that he got in trouble and that he had to go to court. Okay. And I'm like, what you have to go to court for? And he would never tell me. So when I got to Atlanta, Daryl came out there to visit me in Atlanta. I'm thinking, did he? No, he didn't. No, he did. He never got a chance to come to visit me. He called me on the phone because when I left Cleveland, Daryl is the one who took me to the bus station because at the time I was very terrified of airplanes. Okay, so I refused to get on the airplane or a train or anything else. Okay, and so he took me to the bus station to catch the bus to Atlanta. Okay, and so he had said he was going to come out to Atlanta so we can get back together and, possibly get together and all this other stuff and everything and get married and stuff like that. It didn't never happen because when I got to Atlanta, I don't know, maybe I looked him up or either he told me, I can't remember, or somebody else told me, I can't remember. But all I know is that I found out that he was in trouble for allegedly raping someone. And so I think I talked to him on the phone a couple more times, but I just let that all go. I was like, damn, every time I talk to a guy, they seem to be okay. And they do be okay at first, but then they end up being in trouble, And so I don't even know what happened to him in regards to that because I just stopped talking to him automatically. I didn't call him no more or anything. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that, because I'm not going to be talking to a dude that's been accused of raping somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's just out. But you look at this dude. Daryl was also a nice looking guy. He was in the Air Force for 10 years. Okay? Very nice looking guy. Had his little accent, his New York accent and everything. I like the way he walked and everything. It's just that I would not, I don't think at a time, like when I was in Cleveland, I don't think I was acting the way he wanted me to act. My ass was like kind of hardcore still. And I didn't show no feelings. I never have. I mean, when I think about it, I thought I just started doing this lately. But no, I have always been like this because I remember him telling me that I didn't act like I liked him. Okay. And then when I started acting like I liked him is when that lady came into the picture. That's when I started to act like I liked him. Okay. And it was a trip, I can't remember exactly what happened. I don't know if she said something to me and I probably cussed her stinking old ass out at that time. And I did call her old, okay, because she was a lot older. She was older than me. She was older than him. And he was 7 years older than myself or 8 years older than myself. So she was really older, okay? Because like right now, her ass is probably 70 some years old. And I'm not joking. And I did look him up. And if it's the same person, I think he might have died. I'm not sure, because I looked him up and it said that he had died. He was deceased. I don't know if that's the same person. But it went back to his old address where he used to live at when he was like, a kid, like when he was a teenager. So I don't know. Hopefully that's not the same person who I saw that's deceased and stuff. But it could be. But like I said, these dudes be looking like they got their stuff together, and good careers and end up being psychos. You know what I'm saying? Because like he was accused of raping, and then when I got to Atlanta, the other dude, Ricky, He went to, you know what, for the RAPING and the other thing that I just told you guys about. That's tripped out, you know. Now, fortunately, I haven't, because I was married all these years, but out here, um, I haven't met no real psychos or anything. But I haven't really talked to nobody out here besides this one person that I just met. I haven't really talked to anybody out here and stuff. But I'm just thinking in Atlanta and in Cleveland before I left with Daryl. But Daryl, like I said, he wasn't doing all that stuff when I met him. Okay, he wasn't. You know, he did all this stuff and he went to Maryland. I don't know. He said he was innocent because he did tell me some things about it. He said he was innocent. And I don't know if he actually went to jail or anything. I thought I looked him up and saw that he did. I'm not sure because I thought that I had looked up his record a couple months ago when I was looking at somebody else's record and I saw Daryl name up there, you know, in Baltimore. And I thought I saw some charges. I'm not sure. But I know Ricky was charged. As I just showed y'all that and stuff. But yeah, I've met some weird ass people, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Some weird dudes. And I'm just thinking, man. But nothing surpasses Ricky. Because I can't even believe that. When I saw him on that news being arrested in them handcuffs, I was like, dang. And then, like I said, remember I told y'all he was married and had a baby. Now his daughter would be grown. And I'm sure his wife divorced him because I know I would have, you know. And if she would have known he was trying to talk to me, she really would have divorced him and stuff. But of course, I didn't tell her or anything. But yeah, some weird ass people. I'm not gonna lie, you know, weird, very strange men, and they be acting normal and end up being a criminal, a straight up criminal and stuff. And like I say, I don't have nothing against people who've been incarcerated if they get out and start their life over and don't be doing the same things or doing any criminal activities again. Okay, because some people just, you know, may not be trying to do what they did when they went to prison or jail. You know, but people who do hardcore crimes and stuff, I don't. If they try to talk to me and I find out, they be just history. Okay, point blank, history. And I knew that Ricky could not talk to me ever again, especially after what he tried to do to me. But when I saw him on that news, please, we could have been, if he was single and he never tried nothing like that with me, we were talking, it would have been over automatically right then and there. Okay, just like Daryl, if I would have, if him and I was together when all that stuff happened in Maryland, and it looks like he was guilty, it would have been over. It would have been over immediately because I don't be playing all that. How you gonna talk to me? And how do you think I'm gonna talk to you and you're accused of RAPING? That's not even cool. I don't even know how some women stay with men who do this. I just don't. That's crazy. But yeah, like I said, some weird people back in my past. Some very strange people. They was first. They seemed like they were nice. They looked like they were nice. Acted like they were nice. They ended up being something else, and they still was nice to me. But I'm saying what they did with their criminal, you know, and their criminal history and stuff. You know, just crazy. But yeah, when I think about it, it's a lot of weirdos that I talk to when I think about it. Yes. And I'm just sitting here thinking about it. Lisa, thank you. I'm just sitting here thinking about that. It's a lot of strange dudes that I talked to. I mean, it ended up being strange, you know, doing all types of weird stuff. Goodness. In Cleveland and Atlanta. Like I said, fortunately, I didn't meet no weirdos here, but I haven't really been looking and stuff. But see, that's why I do background checks now. I mean, for real, that's why I do background checks when I meet people. Because after all that right there, you got to do a background check. You really do, because you never know what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? People be lying when you meet them and stuff. They don't tell you about their criminal background, but they want you to tell them all about you, but they're not telling you about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So now When I meet dudes and we start talking, I'm not joking. I do a straight up background check to make sure, because you never know who you are linking up with. And now I'm going to start doing a reference check, because the background check only tells you so much. I need to find out other things, because these are some of these people be psychos. I'm not gonna lie. You think you're meeting a down to earth dude, that's nice, that's got his stuff together, that's respectful, dedicated, mature, and all this stuff, and you end up meeting a psycho that's a liar and every daggone thing else and fake. You know what I'm saying? So now when I meet dudes, like this dude I met, I'm gonna do a background check. The only reason why I haven't did a background check on him because I don't like him like that. But I'm going to do a background check for real, because I don't got time to be wasting time on people who be lying about their criminal background and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just weird, and definitely a reference check, because I need to find out how they was with their last girlfriend. Let me stop. For real, I do. I need to find that out, because these people are crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie about that. Be a nightmare. And I'm telling you, I don't know if I ever talk to anybody I meet online again, especially not on this damn YouTube. Because man, oh man, oh man, I'll never forget this last experience. So I don't know about all that. So um, I don't know. Next person, I'm gonna have to probably meet him in person for real, because at least I'll get a chance to see him face to face. We can talk face to face, and as long as he's not on that damn YouTube, I'm good to go. You know, I don't want another YouTuber either. You know, I mean, because it's a whole nother story with that and stuff. So, yeah, some weird ass people that I have met in my lifetime. And, you know, some people I have met, I have had fun with. We have had fun and things like that, you know. And then Ricky was a perfect damn gentleman when I first met him. Okay, I mean, perfect gentleman. I remember when I met him, you know, dressed real nice and stuff, very articulate, everything. Showed me all around Atlanta. I'll never forget that. Because I used to like, and I still do, I used to like going on car rides. So, you know, during the car rides, I would look at the car ride as a car ride, because it was a car ride. And he would show me Atlanta, certain areas and stuff, and all types of places and stuff. And he always was the perfect gentleman. He never tried anything. I mean, anything. So he probably was like a con artist, you know, con you and things like that to make you think he's all sweet and innocent. But behind closed doors, he was a daggone rapist. Let me stop. That's what he was. Yeah, shit. Oh, you just go online and go to damn, what site did I use? Pacer? No, I forgot what site I used. I did you can go on Pacer and find out a criminal back. You can see certain things like court files and stuff like that. But I did I paid for a site, right? I can't remember what site it was. I have to look on my phone to see if it comes up. I paid for let me see the site name. Look at this dude. Boy, a damn criminal. I mean, one of those serious criminals. I be wanting to call Ricky. I may call him one day. I just want to see what he got to say about all that. This is years later, and I still, you know what? I still want to know why he did all that. I might call him out of the blue, because they give you his phone. I'm gonna have to look up his phone number, see if that's his phone number. I may just call him out of the blue, maybe tomorrow, because I really want to know why he did all that stuff, and I also want to know why he was trying to take that from me too. After all these years, I still want to know, and I think I will call him if that's his real number. I'll send his ass a message, and this is Sharon. Yeah, I think I will, because I want to know. I always do that. Be curious about people, and I'll call them up. Now we're not gonna hook up or link up anymore, or anything like that. I just want to know. So the site, let me see if this site name come up, because I did some screenshots of stuff that I wanted to keep, but I don't. Let me see if I see that site on there. I don't forgot the name of the damn site. Where I did it at. Let's see. Oh, I did publicdatacheck.com. And what you have to do, you have to pay. It's public, PUPLIC, data or data, DATA, check, CHECK, That's one of them. Okay. So I use this one and I paid for it, right? And I paid the little membership they charge you for the little 30 days. And during those 30 days, I looked up whomever I wanted to look up. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I want to look up somebody, I do that. And in the future, that's what I'm going to do. Lying is just a perception to the individual sometimes. We could all accept a lie, a small lie, but where do we draw the line when he offers you a drink? Right, that's what I'm trying to say. Since I don't drink, he can't really offer me no drink, but he could offer me what? Some candy because I don't drink, Um, everybody lies a little bit, small little lies, because people do lie like that. But when they start doing like big lies and stuff, that's not good. Like, lying about your background, I think that's really a big thing, because you don't want to be talking to a criminal, you know what I'm saying, and don't know it. At least have the common decency to tell somebody you was incarcerated. And then let us make up our mind if we want to take it further. And let us know what you were incarcerated for too. Because like a lady like me, once I know your name and certain things, I'll just go do a check to find out. You know what I'm saying? And I won't even say anything. Certain people will be amazed at all the information I know about them, and I don't say a word. I mean, I've been looking up an extensive background. I don't just use this public data check thing. I've been doing like an extensive background check. One time I met this dude online, and I knew he was a daggone liar, okay? And I just wanted to find out. He thought I couldn't check him out because he lived in London. Shit. I bet you I did. Now, London is not like the USA. You can't just go in and check out people like you can here, okay? Because they have like guards up on everything. But I bet you I checked them out. And I found out so much stuff about this dude that it was ridiculous. I found out that he did some stuff. I don't even know if he was legally where he was at, okay? Because the stuff that I found out, it was saying like he left from the place he came from because they was investigating him from some type of money laundering type scheme. And then he went to Japan to try to escape that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to give out no names in case you see my YouTube page and stuff. And he did all this stuff until this day, because I confronted him with this, until he still insists that that's a lie. And I know it isn't, because I researched it very well. I went through different avenues to find out information, and it all came back to him. I even found out his real name, his parents' name, everything. And they are in a different country, and I still found it out. So I actually researched people. That day when I was researching him, I did this shit for a whole week or two. And that's how I found out everything about him and knew he was a liar and everything else. And anytime I meet somebody, I may not do it like initially, but eventually I'll look up that person and I tell them, you can look up me if you want to, because it's not like it's a one-way thing. If you feel like you need to research me, you can do it, but I'll tell you everything about me. Okay. Point blank. So I mean, I don't understand why people lie about their criminal background anyway. I understand that when you first meet a person, you don't want to tell them about yourself. But, some of these guys, when they first meet you, they be trying to get up and get sex. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you should be more concerned about having sexual intercourse with somebody you just met versus me knowing that you was incarcerated. What can I possibly do with that information? It's just for me. I don't give a damn if you was incarcerated or not. If I don't like it, then I don't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. So I don't even understand why people be so secretive about certain things, but yet they'll jump into bed with you quick and don't know a daggone thing about your medical history or who you last been with or if you're safe or anything else. You look clean, looking clean. You can't tell if somebody got a sexual disease by looking at them. That's crazy. Y'all, hold on. Let me check this dryer because I don't know why it went off. Y'all, did the damn dryer break? Huh? Did the damn dryer break? Damn. My pants all wet and shit. Let me see if the washer. Did you think the washer went out? I don't even want to turn that on to see. Let me just see again in a minute. Damn it. I know y'all hear me in the background talking about the dead going dry. I'm going to have to call them up here to fix it. But yeah, I understand why they don't. Why they try to keep stuff so secretive when they meet you. When you meet a man, he should tell you certain things, especially a woman too. They should tell you if they've been incarcerated. Nobody wants a fucking lying ass guy or a woman that lies about simple things like that. You know what I'm saying? That's very major anyway. Shit, you hooking up with a guy, he been incarcerated and shit, and you don't know what that he been in jail. You don't even know, or prison. You don't even know what he's been in prison for. He could be a whole murderer, and you wouldn't even know, or rapist, like that dude I was telling y'all about. Shit, and you wouldn't even know about it. I try not to talk to people who've been incarcerated. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, but occasionally you'll meet a guy or a girl that have been in prison or jail. So I try not to hold that against a person, unless they've been incarcerated for something very serious. Um, a lot of times, if a person is, like I said before, if they have gotten their life together and they're doing good, sometimes I can overlook certain things, but it all depends on what they were incarcerated for and if they are still engaging in criminal activities, because you have to look at that too, because I don't want to be with a guy and I got to look over my shoulders because I think, we've been watched and shit. Who wants to be bothered with somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? And I don't need police and stuff harassing me because of the dude I'm with, because I have never had to worry about police officers, period. Okay, so I don't want to have to start worrying about them, so that's why I think it's very important for people to be upfront about their criminal background. You know what I'm saying? I don't really lie about too much when I meet people. Now I do never tell anybody my age. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I never do. But eventually, if I talk to a guy a couple months, I'll tell him my exact age if it's if it I mean, of course he wants to know it, but I don't talk to no real young guys or anything like that anyway. Most people I talk to be around my age or a few years younger, but not somebody that's like excessively younger or something like that, where it would be a problem or anything. But usually I'll tell somebody my age. It just depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on who I'm talking to and if I think it's going to be serious or anything else like that. But as far as a criminal background, I think you should tell people about that. Just like if you're married or you're divorced or if you're single or whatever you are, you should be telling a person about that because you can get somebody killed, dealing with stuff like that. Or if you got a sexual disease or a mental illness or anything, any of those things, I think you should tell people when you meet them. Maybe not the first day, but like if you keep on talking to them for about a couple of weeks or something, you may want to let them know that you've been incarcerated. Now, if you are married or something like that, or single or not single or separated, you should be letting them know that, like when you first meet them, point blank. Okay, let them know that immediately because that right there can get people in trouble, if their ex or whatever the case is isn't, like my ex, So I think you should tell people about that. Just like if you are, if you have ever been incarcerated or if you have sexually transmitted diseases or any mental type issues. The mental thing, it depends on what it is. You may want to wait a couple of days, but like sexual diseases and stuff like that, because sometimes people be doing intercourse when they first meet a person. I think you should tell them a person that you're interested in. If y'all go out on a date, you need to be upfront right then and there. Or if you had like a sex change or something like that, you should be telling that person immediately. Because how can you date somebody, right, and be dating them and don't let them know that you used to be a man or a woman? Who does that? You should tell them that straight up. When you first meet them, you need to tell them, I had a sex change, point blank. And that way, they don't really get all that mad. They can be like, okay, I can't talk to you, or I can talk to you, or, and it'll be all cool versus waiting to week 2 or 3 or 4 or after the 5th date and stuff. I don't know why people do that. And then wonder why some people flip off, especially men, when they find out that the woman is not actually wasn't born a woman, you know. So I don't know why people withhold information like that. This is that type of withholding information can get somebody hurt, seriously hurt. You don't do that, you know. And just like sexual diseases, If you know you have a sexual disease, you should be upfront. Maybe not the first day, but certainly before you guys. I think you should tell a person when you after a couple of dates. I really do. Because why string somebody along if you know you got a sexual disease that may hinder the relationship? Why string them along? You might as well just tell them that. That way you don't fall head over heels for this person. They don't fall head over heels for you, and things like that. And people won't be as hurt. You still gonna be sad, but you won't be hurt like you would if you wait a couple of weeks or months before you tell a person you have a sexual disease. I don't know why people do all these crazy things though. Why come they don't be honest about certain things? And little bitty lies though are different than big huge lies. Now little bitty lies are like this, telling somebody let's see, what's a little lie to me? A little lie to me is like, you know how people exaggerate about how much money they make or the job they do, even age to a certain point, and things like that. You know, now granted, if somebody is talking to somebody that's excessively young and then they lied about their age, that can be a big lie. Okay, it just depends. It just really depends. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think people should be lying at all because everybody is grown. And if you tell somebody the truth about stuff and they don't want to talk to you, they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? They can move on, and so can you. So why do people lie, period, when they first meet people? I just don't understand all these things people do. But yeah, what time is it? It is almost 12 o'clock, guys, and you know what that means. You know what I'm about to say. I'm gonna wait to 2 hours, and when this thing hit 2 hours, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here and stuff. But yeah, relationships are hard as it is, and meeting people is hard. Finding the right man or woman is hard to do, especially in this world today. And it takes a lot to meet people. It's like when I really, for real, get out back into the dating field. I know it's probably, I think it'll be good, but I don't know because these people these days are crazy and just be doing the most and be playing games and be lying and just be doing the most. I mean, people cannot be sincere or monogamous. And then I be wanting so much in a man that sometimes I be like, damn, are you going to really be able to find what you're looking for? Because I don't want him to be smoking. I don't want him to be abusing alcohol. Really, I don't want him to drink, but if he does drink, no abusing alcohol or anything. I want him to be a certain height, a certain weight, everything. I mean, I got a lot of stuff that I want him to be and stuff. But I guess, as long as I don't go overboard with what I'm looking for, I'm pretty sure that I'll meet someone that lives close enough up to what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he won't be everything that I'm looking for, but I'm pretty sure that I'll find somebody that I can get along with and they'll like me and I like them in return and we'll do good. I really haven't been looking or even been approachable because I really don't be talking to people. I'm surprised I talked to this guy that I met and that was on a mistake, shit. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't even talk to him. But like I said, starting this month, I'm going to start going out on dates and stuff and just doing more things. I have been on like 2 dates with that same dude that I was telling you guys about. But other than that, I haven't really been out. But I'm going to start going out, but I'm going to definitely be careful because these are some crazy people out here, and I ain't trying to be missing and things like that. But I always carry my weapon anyway. Always. Always. And I know how to use it. So always. If I don't have that weapon, I have other weapons. I don't never go anywhere without protecting myself. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't care where I go. Always. And I think every woman should. For real, for real. And that's on everything. You definitely got to check out these people that you meet too. And that's why I believe in doing background checks. And like I said, even a reference check if possible. And if you can't do a reference check, you definitely need to be looking at that person really good before you start getting all attached to them and jumping in bed with him or her and doing the most. Because you can tell a lot by talking to people face to face. Forget all that texting and shit. See them face to face so you can tell if they're lying and stuff. It's harder to lie to someone when you're looking at them face to face in person. When you're texting people or meeting people online, it's hard. It's easier to deceive a person and pretend like you like them and things like this. You know what I'm saying? Like when you text people, you can go back, change stuff, make it sound better, to trick the person, things like that. And I know you can because I have done stuff, like that, pretending, change my text messages to make the person think certain things. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think it's better to meet a person face to face, okay, in person, so you can see them face to face. You can see their eyes face to face when you're talking and things like that. And plus, you can spend more time together too, especially when somebody live in your same state and city, or at least in your same city. They don't have to necessarily stay in the same area, but in the same city, so y'all can hook up and see each other and all that stuff. But you can tell a lot when you talk to people, though. You really can. And you can tell a lot when you do that background check, because the background check will tell you certain things. Because you definitely don't want to get involved with somebody who's doing all these criminal activities, or especially involving women, or things like the RAPE or MURDER and things like that. You just don't want to be involved with those type of people, you know. So you got to do that. You really do. You got to do the background check and all the other stuff that comes with that when you first meet people, you know. And it's not about being scared and things like this or insecure. It's about making sure you're protecting yourself, because there are a lot of crazy people out here today. So you need to do certain things to protect yourself in this world today. People can play stupid all they want to and think everything is um, heaven and stuff, and find out something different, knowing all these weird ass people. Um, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. But y'all, I enjoyed this conversation tonight. Like I said, I wasn't planning on coming on this live tonight again, but when I saw that Takeoff's killer was released on bail, I just had to come and talk about it. Okay. I really did, because I just thought that was really colo, which means crazy. And I definitely disagree with that. And I don't think it's right. You know, hopefully justice will be done. It will be served, because a young dude lost his life over foolishness. And it's just not right. So hopefully, like I said, justice will be served, and everything, everybody will be happy with the conclusion of this case. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming in and watching my video. Excuse any bloopers that I did here tonight, because I'm always doing bloopers. Um, Everything in this video is protected by the Copyright Act of 1976, Fair Use Act, which allows us to use information for research, educational, to give our opinions, to make comments, for instructional use, and entertainment. Okay, and everything is protected by the Fair Use Act of 1976. That disclaimer will be below this video. All right, guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Also, go take a look at my other videos and watch some of that. You don't have to watch the whole video, just watch 30 seconds and then just thumbs it up. Okay, and leave a comment if you like. You can just say nice video, or you can just say I just watched the replay or something like that. It just look good for YouTube when you do stuff like that, and especially if you do a thumbs up, okay? Because they'll start circulating the video more, and more people will see it. I'll get more views and things like that. That's what it's all about. So go look at those other videos. Just do 30 seconds. Even my shopping hauls and stuff. Just watch 30 seconds and thumbs them up. And if you have a channel, I'll go watch your videos too and do the same thing. We got to help each other. Okay. Everybody want to help and make it on YouTube. So let's all work together and do that. Even if you don't have a channel, just support us. Okay. And thank you so much, everybody. I'm getting ready to go. Get ready to go take a shower. I got to go find out what's wrong with this dryer because my other pans did not get dry. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think it went out, so I'm gonna have to call them to come and fix it tomorrow. I'm gonna have to fill out a request and stuff. But you guys, my next live will be on Friday, unless some breaking news comes that I need to share with you guys. If it does, I'll just come on in a few minutes and share with you guys, maybe no more than an hour, and then I'll be off. But otherwise, I'll see you guys on Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna do that live, probably in the evening because I see right now, but not this late. I'll probably do it a little bit earlier because in the daytime people be at work, so I'll probably do it in the evening time. All right. Otherwise, guys, like I said before, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Have a good Thursday, and be blessed. And thank you again for tuning into Shades 2, guys. Okay. Let me do this. Put this up here. Thanks to, let me tell everybody in the comment section. Thank you, Elisa, for watching. You probably sleep right now. Thanks, yours truly. And anybody else who was in my chat. Thank you to all the people in the bushes. And thank you to everybody who's going to watch this replay. All right. Let me go back to here. And y'all know what I'm about to do, guys. So I'm getting ready to go. I'll leave my music on for a couple of minutes and then I'm gone. Peace out, y'all. Take care. Be blessed.